Alright, time for a round 3 game of this month's MSEM GP. Playing against Skagra, who is on a combo deck. So, I think it's a reasonable matchup for me because, my deck's pretty decent against combo decks since it's a tempo deck with lots of counter spells. And yeah, this hand's definitely quite good. I'll keep this. So it has some cantrips, a Portal Fracture. Is Portal Fracture too slow? Portal Fracture is fine, right? It's probably going to, it will end up hitting something useful from their deck. Oh, they keep 5. Okay, I guess they do have to mulligan down pretty low if they're a combo deck that's looking for specific pieces. And it's not like they have that much Xerox going on, so, Okay, well, I'm just going to keep up Antithesis Accomplice because, usually it's pretty good to just get a guy down so I can start swinging so that it at least puts them on some sort of clock. I can't actually counter their next turn play if they... Like, what am I worried about? I'm mostly worried about Unrivaled Fire Weaver into one of their... into the Spirit guy, so... Like, I'm worried about Fire Weaver into... Witch of Shifting Waters. Oh, they also get Last Sacred Gate into play, so... that's the land that can just come in if you're searching. Actually, since they play out their land tapped, that means they can't Fire Weaver this turn, which is good for me because I really don't want Fire Weaver to come out. Or, if Fire Weaver comes out, I just Void Flare it and then... What can I be holding up right now? Nothing important. Okay, I can just freely flash an Antithesis, although I don't get the trigger, but like it's fine, I guess. I get this thing down in play. Another Seek Prophecy. I need to keep a Portal Fracture, but I can't. I can always end up turn Lose Your Mind. Yeah, I guess that's fine. And then once I find my third land, I can start doing Seek Prophecy plus keep up something else. Yeah, seems reasonable. And also, like, these cantrips get better the longer I wait on them, I think, because then I have a better idea of what I'm looking for. Or at least that's what I've been told to believe. Like, I remember reading a guide once about how to play Brainstorm correctly, and one of the pieces of advice is that the longer you hold your Brainstorm, the better it becomes. Okay, end step. What can I end step? I guess they can play their big draw spell. But all of their combo pieces are sorcery speed, so I feel pretty safe just doing this. And I'll pitch from the cantrips probably. Oh, that's a lot of Lose Your Minds. It does draw me a bunch of cards, but can I afford to play I'll pitch from the Seek Prophecies, I guess. Yeah, because there's... Okay, so this really needs to find me on tap land so I can keep up Portal Factor for next turn. I always attack first here. Yeah, but please find me a land here. I really need to find a land right now. Not the ideal land, but I guess I'll have to suffice. And I can do Lose Your Mind again next turn. Although I do have to discard for that. Fateful Journey, yeah, that's fine. I guess they can Fire Weaver, and they can Fire Weaver through Portal Fracture. Fire Weaver's Kankaseki, interesting. I guess that's getting countered, because I don't think they can Kankaseki and also do something else in the same turn and still pay for Portal Fracture. So as long as I keep up Portal Fracture, I think I'm pretty safe. And they're also losing a bunch of life off their land, so that gets them closer to just me killing them, which is my win con. Although, once I use my first Portal Fracture, I need to start digging for a second counter spell. I do have a bunch of card draw. Actually, I pitched from the Seek Prophecies, and Lose Your Mind is kind of awkward mana-wise. So I do need to find another land. I want to be hitting all my land drops because that lets me play my Lose Your Mind, and then that gets me further into what I want to do. They could face the truth, and that's fine, right? Yeah, I'm just going to keep drawing cards right now. Okay, draw 2. Bin the Void Flare because I feel like that's the least important thing here. Mountain. That's not the ideal land, but still fine, right? Yeah. So I can get Restad down, play Seek Prophecy, and then I can keep up Portal Factor plus Void Flare. Seems reasonable. Okay, so I always attack first here. Play out Mountain. Do they have removal? They don't really have removal. I guess they can they could Culminating Chaos. How bad is Culminating Chaos if I just play out Restad right now? Am I fine with Restad dying, basically? And I think the answer is, yeah, I'm mostly fine with the dying because I still have so much resources left over. Yeah, so Restad, let's see if this resolves. Well, I assume it resolves because they can't really do anything about that. Play Seek Prophecy. 1, 2, 3. Do I pick up... Yeah, I pick up the land for next turn. I think I bomb the crest afterwards. Yeah. Then end of turn, Antithesis triggers. Get to loot, and I'll bomb the crest because I don't think I'm going to use crest for anything right now. Notably, I still don't have Wanderlust yet, so Portal Fracture does not hard counter 2 mana spells. So maybe that could be relevant. right now. If they try to jam, was there any? No, I don't think that's going to be relevant right now because Culminate Chaos is mana value 3, right? Where I put in chat. Yeah, that thing's 3 mana, so doesn't the water loss on Portal Factor doesn't matter. Aurora's Heart, okay, that's fine. Again, they're like losing a ton of life from all their lands, so maybe I just like kill them. Masad is a pretty fast clock once I use it. Portal, I guess that does resolve. Yeah, it has to resolve. I mean, I could technically try to Portal Factor it, but then they just pay for it, and then yeah, I'd rather just counter whatever they grab from it. Unless they like grab a 1-drop or 1-mana spell and they have or no, they did play a land this turn, so yeah, they can't I guess that is a way to, yeah, I guess that is a way to like prevent stuff from happening. I can Void Flare plus Lose Your Mind right now because of how the mana works. Yeah, I probably should just Void Flare to Fire Weaver to prevent shenanigans from happening. Is End of the Rainbow instant or sorcery speed? Oops. Yeah, it is sorcery speed, right? Okay. I'll just cast Lose Your Mind first. All right. I guess I technically missed out on Antithesis Trigger, but I don't really care right now. And yeah, I do Void Flare this guy just to spend all my mana and get this thing out of the way, so I don't have to worry about shenanigans happening later on. And so far, I'm doing really. Yeah. So far, I think I'm pretty far ahead right now. Can I afford to activate Restad? So I can activate Restad and still keep up 2 counter spells next turn or on my opponent's turn, so that's pretty good. Yeah, I'll activate Restad. Cast Monkey Shines. Okay, I don't care about I don't need these lands right now, so I'll just bin these guys. Another Restad, which isn't useful right now, but I don't really care that much. I haven't played 2 spells, so I can't get Antithesis Trigger, but I don't really care at this point. Yeah, just pass and keep up my 2 counter spells. I'll counter the Soliloquy and then see what else they have. Yep. And like I probably win next turn if because they're still losing life from other lands. They can't turn off the pain lands right now because they only get to play 1 land. So I'm just going to Portal Factor the Soliloquy and then see what else they play. Or maybe I Cursory Glance it. What's Cursory Glance guaranteed to counter that that Portal Factor doesn't right now? There's actually a decent amount of stuff. Are they not going to Soliloquy first? Yeah, they are just going to do that first. Yeah, I think I do just counter that. And then I'll just Portal Factor / Cursory Glance whatever else they play this turn. They don't have enough mana to like play 2 spells. Or I don't think they have enough mana to play 2 important spells, so like I'm pretty sure I just got this game locked up now. Yeah, once I hit them again, I don't think they can actually tap lands anymore. Okay, they're like, yeah, they're down to 5, so they're just dead to attacks next turn if I draw anything. Okay, yeah, that's do I need to count? Yeah, might as well counter that. Yeah, might as well counter that. Like there's no reason not to right now because that just wins me the game immediately. Or at least like I'm still like technically 1 off, but I can just top deck something. Or I can like just cast Restad or something. That means Accomplice should probably bomb the land because I'm just looking for any spell to cast so that Restad kills them. They still have 1 mana left over and they're thinking about stuff. What can they do here? They could cantrip. I don't think. Yeah, they don't have 1 mana removal, so I don't think there's anything they can do here that. Or oop. I have to end up turn this. Spell Pierce. I mean, I guess that technically works. Yeah, sure. Okay, so now I just Restad Spell Pierce or Restad Portal Factor my own Restad, and that gets me the triggers I need to win. And there's like literally nothing they can do here, right? Just double checking that there's literally nothing they can do against on 1 mana. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just win here. Okay, play Restad, Portal Factor my own Restad. That gets its trigger, and then swing for GG. Alright, so that went pretty well. I mean, that's exactly what I wanted to happen in this matchup. Like, I just counter everything they do while putting up a clock, and they lose horribly. Alright, so post board, counters, Forbidden Treasures come in, but, I mean, their important combo pieces are all hit by Forbidden Treasure, right? Yeah, so I think I definitely bring Forbidden Treasure in. I don't think I need Fire Erasure. I mean, do they do any creature loops? Yeah, but like not enough for me to care. Do I need to bring in Shikai's Redoubts? Do I want to bring in Neutralize? Yeah, I don't think it hits enough things for me to bring in. Shikai's Redoubt probably comes like maybe 1 copy, just so that I can snipe their things if anything happens. And then I like take out a Cursory Glance because that's countering less stuff than I really want. Because it doesn't counter some stuff that I really want to counter. I mean, Forbidden Treasure also doesn't counter their big creatures. Maybe I do bring in Soul Pierce to counter like their big creatures, but probably still not worth it. What are they bringing in? No, they have a Fire Weaver board. They can't bring anything in. It's just going to be the same. Okay, cool. I just have to play the same game again. No early 1-drop, but I mean, I just perfect lands for in charge. Actually, I don't. I mean, like this hand has a good mix of lands and spells, but I don't think it's proactive enough. I really want a one drop so I can start swing or some sort of a stud. Oh, so what? Like this? If I keep this hand, I'm going turn one Monkey Shines, hope to hit stuff. Is that? I mean, if I snipe something important with Forbidden Treasure, I think the game's just over. I think I'm willing to try with this hand. I guess I am pretty soft to Fireweaver on 2, which could be a concern. Oh, Restad. Okay, that's nice. I just get to curve out with Restad then. Turn on Monkey Shines. As much as I want to draw more lands right now, I don't want 2 lands off the top. Well, I mean, that's a 3rd land now, or 4th land. So I'm hoping to stop drawing lands now, draw actually useful stuff. Okay, so I guess they're doing the same play as last turn, or last game, where they fetch out their last Sacred Gate on turn 2. So next turn I jam Restad, but I can't prevent. I mean, yeah, I jam Restad because I can't prevent Fireweaver anyways, and I don't think they have removal. Oh, Antithesis. If I go Antithesis, if I hold up Antithesis, I can hold up Cursed Glance, and then next turn I can do Restad, hold up a counterspell. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Yeah, I'll just pass because I can't make use of Restad mana on my turn anyways because I don't have any, because I only have counterspells in hand. Okay, 3 mana. So they pass. Okay. Antithesis Accomplice. So they could do stuff at instant speed, but it's all draw spells, so I don't really care. And I can start beating down with this thing. So I can go Restad, consider, and hold up a counterspell still. Yeah, seems pretty good. Play Restad. They let it happen. I mean, they technically could kill this, or I mean, they can't really because they don't have instant speed removal. Or I mean, I guess they technically could have brought in instant speed removal, but I doubt they did. Oh, okay. I guess that's when they're playing their big card draw spell now. Yeah, that's fine. I need to split Factor Fiction piles now. That's annoying for me because I'm bad at doing those sorts of things because it requires too much thinking. What? Do I care if I give them a bunch of Monkey Shines? No, not really. So I guess the Monkey Shine should be in one pile, and then I guess End of the Rainbow needs to be in another pile because I really don't want this thing to resolve. So then the lands can just be split. I mean, the lands can go in the Monkey Shines pile, I guess. Although I don't want to give them too many I mean, all the lands should go in one pile because then they can't play both of them. So maybe okay, so I know all the Monkey Shines are going in one pile. I know all the lands are going in one pile. So the question is, do I put End of the Rainbow with the Monkey Shines pile or the lands pile? Or maybe I can. Okay, so how bad is giving them a bunch of I mean, they just Monkey Shine a bunch. I think I don't mind if they Monkey Shines a bunch because that's just wheel spinning. It doesn't actually do anything for them. Okay, yeah, I'm just going to do this split, even though it looks kind of weird because I don't think they can actually make use of all the Monkey Shines. Or, if they take the Monkey Shines pile, they're forced to Monkey Shines a bunch next turn, which I guess they're probably fine with, but they don't really mind that much. Or wait, no. Actually, I probably should have put End of the Rainbow with all the lands, actually, because they get one turn to play these guys, so this actually just gets them a bunch of free stuff. Because if I give them the give them the End of the Rainbow pile, they're forced to play End of the Rainbow that turn, right? End of your next turn. Yeah, probably that was probably a mistake then. Okay, Lose Your Mind's pretty good. I'll draw that. End the turn. Draw. I guess I don't really need this guy. Okay, they're going to Monkey Shines. Alright, I need to K everything they do. That's going to be annoying, I guess. At least Antithesis is probably going to end up looting end of turn. I do want to counterspell something this turn, right? Because I'd rather Lose Your Mind draw the 2 cards, so I need to get some more cards into my graveyard, which I can do by just countering stuff. If they Fireweaver, can I stop any? If they Fireweaver, I can't stop it. If they Fireweaver, I'm just going to counter whatever they grab off of it. Alright, I need to K everything they do. They get the land. Also, they're not losing a ton of life off their lands this game because they actually got their basics. So they can reach. Oh, I can't counter that. I guess that resolves. What are they returning? I guess they can return Face the Truth or Scarlet Mist or something like that. They are grabbing Scarlet Mist, so they're holding Scarlet Mist for next turn. Which is quite scary because I can't counter that very effectively. I think I do I do have to Lose Your Mind end of turn just to draw into stuff. So what? I really want to wait to kill that. First of all, I'll just get this trigger. I don't need more lands, but I do want cards in graveyard, so I'll bomb the Opalescent Palace, and also I don't care about life, so yeah. Bomb that, and then end of turn, do Lose Your Mind. Draw 2, discard. Yeah, sure, I'll discard Opalescent Palace. I'm actually in quite a bit of trouble right now because Mountain, whatever. Because Zirrktite's not very castable right now, and I didn't really plan around. Okay, so I have enough to Antithesis Accomplice and then do 2 spells. Yeah, I'm always doing this. If I want to activate Rasad, I can activate Rasad and keep up 1 counterspell plus Accomplice. Is 1 counterspell enough? If I want to attack this turn, I need to activate Rasad, which would require. Okay, so like this always fetches, I think. I'll grab Frostfire Geysers because why not? Or actually, no, did I bin my other? I've already been Crypto Caverns. So I'm actually all fetchables now, which could be annoying if I end up drawing fetch lands later. So like activate Rasad, swing, keep up Cursory Glance. That's safe. Like that leaves me only 1 counter. Yeah, I think I want to play it safe, so I'll just wait on Rasad activation because like I don't really need to activate it right. I mean, I would activating it probably reduces the clock by turn, but I'd rather just keep up more counter spells right now so I can slam Zirrktide later, or use Lose Your Mind to stabilize afterwards. And this does loot me twice, so like I will get a lot of card churn going pretty soon, which hopefully gets me somewhere. Oh, they have Witch of Shifting Waters. That I can't counter that either. Or no, they have talent. Oh, that's really bad for me. Unless they get, maybe they get Reckless and run something into Forbidden Treasure that ends up doing stuff. Yeah, I think I need to just take out Cursory Glance. It's not hitting enough things for, and I need to bring back Soul Pierce so that I can actually hit these high mana value things. Or, yeah, that's fine. I think it's going to just return something else, which is fine mostly. Like maybe they grab a Face the Truth, sure. And I guess I think I'm also obligated to let Face the Truth resolve. Can they cast that? They need to. No, they don't have the colors to cast that right now, unless they. Oh, they can Unravel Shattered Worlds too. Wait, I just counter that. I just counter Unravel Shattered Worlds, and then they're like massacred for the turn. Okay, so I think that's what I do. And I think I'm supposed to use use Cursory Glance to hit that thing because that's one of the few things that actually costs. Cursory Glance can actually hit in their deck. Are they like going for that, or are they doing something else first? Okay, I'll let this resolve. I think I'm obligated to let it resolve. Yeah. Like if they have a blink spell, I can always Forbidden Treasure that blink spell instead of whatever else they have. Okay, they're going Ember or Grazer. That's actually scary. That's a problem. This thing's actually scary, and I don't want this thing to hit the board. But I mean, can I afford to let this hit the board? Like if I counter this, then they're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so they can Face the Truth if I let this hit the board. They can Face the Truth afterwards. If I had removal spells, this would be a lot easier. But since I don't, if I let this hit the board, they get. I could have actually countered that and then tried to Yeah, okay, that was a slight mistake, I guess. Okay, I think this is actually important enough where I'm going to counter. Or actually, no, I can do this. I'm going to Cursory Glance out. I don't want to let them get a creature into play and also start doing stuff with the mana. Are they going to finally Face the Truth? They have a second one. Okay, cool. So that actually ended up being really bad for me because that was basically just a wash. I mean, technically it pushed back how much mana they had to work with by 1. Technically, like they could Face the Truth right now, but it doesn't really matter that much. I think I need to just get better with splitting Face the Truth piles because I didn't need to give them Monkey Shines with the lands. Like I didn't realize that they needed. If I realized that this thing only lasts a single turn, I should have just given them Monkey Shines or given them the lands with End of the Rainbow because then that guarantees that resolves. Because that guarantees that they'll be forced to use stuff in the same turn. Okay, so they can't actually cast Abyssian Arcanists right now. I don't want to give them Fireweaver. They already played the land. Okay, cool. Those are your piles. Have fun with that. Yeah, I should have put Monkey Shines in the Fireweaver pile, right? Because right now they just get to take the Arcanist pile and then also get the Monkey Shines bonus. But yeah, turns out bounce is really bad against my opponent. So maybe I can't afford to boil out Zirrktide because that's my win con. The Zirrktide's just not good in this matchup. Okay, so what's my out here? I draw a bunch of removal spells. Like I can't go up on cards anymore, right? I guess Lose Your Mind does technically work. I think doing Lose Your Mind is actually better than the alternative. Like Lose Your Mind, pitch Antithesis Accomplice because it doesn't do anything at this, or it's too slow at this point. And then hope to draw into something that gets me out of this scenario. Yeah, I think that's probably my best bet. What did they take? Okay, they didn't take the Fire Weaver, so yeah, they have this giant pile of stuff. Scarlet Mist. Oh, they can go up on mana now. Do I have to? Do I have to counter that? If I don't counter that, they can start going Vithian Alchemist, and then I lose horribly. I have to counter that. Okay, at least Antithesis Compass will loot me twice, so hopefully that finds me something. Actually, the compasses can put the basic lands back to the deck for my fetches, so that's actually pretty good. Okay, they have End of the Rainbow and more Vithian Alchemist. Did they lend me the library? No, they didn't. Okay. So I Forbidden Treasure did not hit anything important. If I Forbidden Treasured earlier this turn, I think I would have been in a much better position because then I would they definitely would not have all of this extra resources on board. There was definitely something I was meant to counter earlier. Maybe I should have countered the first Mead District Alchemist. No, they just if I counter this, then they start doing Embercore Grazer instead. I mean, they would have done that anyways. Yeah, because the first one, like this one, actually let them start doing more Embercore Grazers. Okay, that happens. I guess I'm fine just taking 6 here. Yeah, I take 6 and hope that they don't go off anymore. Oh, right, I also gave them Monkey Shines. How do I deal with? You know, they can't actually cast all these guys, right? They can't convert their mana, so they can only cast 2 of these. No, they have Talent Pool, which gives them a million mana. Okay, that's annoying. If I draw removal, I need removal to kill Vidalcan Reshaper, which means I also need to draw a non-basic land of a different type so that White Flare is enabled. I boarded out my Fire Erasers. Yeah, I just take. So these 2 guys are triggering. Opalescent Palace. Okay, well, I mean that's my second non-basic. I mean that could, Lose Your Mind could find me stuff. Is that better than Zirrkt right now? What does Zirrkt even do for me? I guess it balances. No, balancing their guys doesn't do anything. Yeah, Zirrakt's just bad here, which is unexpected because Zirrakt's usually really good. This match, Zirrakt's usually really good, but yes, now it's not good. I want to bounce Vidalcan Reshaper. I mean, it gives them another trigger, but it prevents them from doing immediate talent pools for a million mana. If I bounce this, they're forced to replay it. Activate this here. This mana can actually be spent. I think I should just be digging for removal. So I guess Zirrkt gets bottom here. Yeah. Okay, so if I cast 2 spells here, I can still possibly get 2 digs with Antithesis Accomplice, and hopefully that finds me something. Monkey Shines is not useful. Do I need to lose your mind first? Okay, how's mana going to work? I have 5 mana this turn. So doing both these spells costs 2 mana. I have 5 mana, which means I technically have 7 mana if I sequence Facade properly. So what can I do with 7 mana? 1, 2, 3, and I have 4 mana left over for interaction. That's enough to draw me into Void Flare plus a counter spell plus some random thing. So that means I should just play out both my cantrips this turn. Do I have Monkey Shines first? I don't think it's possible to shuffle away anything off the Monkey Shines. So is there actually any difference to how I sequence my Monkey? I want the Monkey Shines last in case I find something on top that I really want, or if I find 2 cards I really want, because then at least Antithesis can bot. No, it doesn't matter how I sequence it because Antithesis can always bottom it. Okay, so then I should just lose your mind first because that's less. Yeah, right. I should always play the card that requires the least amount of decisions first, and then go from there. Okay, play Lose Your Mind. Draw 2 cards. So Zirrakt's not useful. All right, time for Monkey Shines to do its thing. Neither of these cards are useful right now. Can I afford to do another Lose Your Mind? I definitely don't have enough mana to do that. Yeah, so then I'm just hard digging for. I mean, these guys will trigger and also dig me 2 more down. Okay, so I actually have enough mana to do another Monkey Shines and just Void Flare counter spell. Yeah, okay. I should just spin these guys. Seek Prophecy. That's not. I mean, Seek Prophecy digs deeper than Monkey Shines right now. At the cost of my opponent knowing what's on top. I think at this point I don't really care about my opponent knowing, so I guess I just Seek Prophecy and look for Void Flare. I can dig 5 cards deep for Void Flare right now. I should just be going for it. Yeah. That's not Void Flare. Yeah, that's not Void Flare. I guess I pick up a land for next turn. I can afford to take my Mag Torrent. No, not really. Alratha's also not good, but I guess giving my opponent like Clue isn't that bad. Or no, it doesn't matter because I'm just going to be bottoming whatever these guys are off the accomplices. I think I always swing here, right? I need to chomp. Kill that. I mean, I'm assuming that I always lose if I don't find the removal that I need. So yeah, no point in blocking. Okay, get the accomplice triggers. Oh, actually, Panya was actually an out. If I could have, whatever. Zirrakt's useless right now. That's also not what I needed. Yeah. I think I lose here because I just didn't find my removal in time. I mean, I could go for that loser mine, but that's like not going to do anything. But yeah, like Panya turn could have actually, if I top deck Panya, or it would need to be my first spell, but like, yeah, if my Antithesis looted me into a Panya, I could have actually taken another turn and then tried to find another answer that turn. I'm pretty sure I'm just dead now, right? These guys all come down and they have haste. They're just going to, that's too much damage for me to deal. I can block one of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Technically not dead. Well, they have another one of these guys from hand, I think. Alchemist, Arcanist, number 3, it's number 2. I need to KO every one of these guys. I mean, like, if they don't kill me, I can still flash and Panya in the turn and try to take another turn. Like, I'm pretty sure they have lethal, but if they don't somehow... oh. Yeah, that probably does it. Right? Like, that definitely does it. No, it blinks it, so technically not. Although, they might have something. Like Panya block one. It's still technically one off of lethal right now. No, if I have to, if I block, then Panya can't take turns anymore, and then so I still lose. Revel Shattered World technically doesn't do the thing. Okay, now I'm just dead. Yeah, okay, cool. Alright, so game 3. Lesson learned. I still technically want. Okay, so I definitely want Soap. I think I actually pour out one of the Zirrktide because it's just really bad on some board states. I need to actually bring back in a Fire Erasure, which because I need to remove their spell guys, which is annoying because now I need to find another cut. Do I cut all my Zirrktides? Like, problem is that how do I win the game if I cut like this? Because okay, so like maybe I bring out a Shikai's Redoubt because it's not that useful. No, maybe I just go with Panya as the win con. I mean, I could still have something like this. Or maybe no, the creatures are actually quite important to their game plan. I think having creature removal is quite good against them. Spell Pierce. What does Spell Pierce hit? That it hits Ram stuff. I think I can make the switch. Yeah. So like I guess I play on 1-0 because I can eventually draw into it and that use it as a win con. I blur out all the cursory glances. I mean, I don't want too much removal, right? Because if I can remove everything they play, technically I win still. No, I don't want too much removal. You bring out the other Planeswalker. You know, this guy is still reasonably good against my opponent. They can't really attack into it, so it's going to flip a bunch of cards for me. How useful is Shikai's Redoubt? Like, it can randomly snipe something from the graveyard, but I need it exactly. I mean, like, it could stop a combo chain, right? So it's like useful having one copy. Never going to get it when I need it though. Yeah, sure, I'll run this. Somehow I drew my one copy of Zirrktide in the deck, and I started a hand with that doesn't have that much. Just one cursory glance. I mean, it has Panya. I should have just bored out Zirrktide entirely. Like, no cantrips, just a single Panya against the world. I guess I could curve Panya into a cursory glance. Does that get me anywhere? I guess I can try. Hopefully I get good draws then, because if I draw badly with this hand, I'm just in really big trouble. But like, this hand does kill, or it can't kill the Farawee round 2. So there's that. I'd rather Panya be a Antithesis accomplice, but I mean, it's still a 1/1 that's chipping in every turn, so it still puts a clock on my opponent, even if it's a really slow clock. Like, it'll chip away at my opponent, maybe that contributes to lethal somewhere down the line. I actually don't have any cantrips in hand either, so like if they don't play anything that's worth countering, I just have to pass a turn without playing anything, which is really bad for me. I might as well get the basics out. Are they also going to do like a turn 1 tapped into? Yeah, I didn't put enough pressure on them this turn. They're just going to skip the turn and then cursory glance hits nothing. I mean, at least I'll be able to Panya tail on curve probably, which is worth something, I guess. Yeah, they just pass, and I'm forced to just pass. Forbidden Treasure. I mean, like, I guess if the game's just going to come down to me chipping in with Panya every turn while holding up counter spells, I guess I can't complain too much. I'm really hoping it doesn't come down to that, because that's not how my deck operates. That's not how my deck wants to operate in this matchup. It wants to actually start going through cards. Are they just okay? Yeah, that's definitely getting countered, because I can't like get them free cards, and they did tap out for it at least, so works out for me, sort of. Oh, okay, well that's finally Antithesis accomplice. A bit too late, but so I need to Forbidden Treasure whatever they play next turn, or hopefully I can Forbidden Treasure whatever they play, because my Cursing Glance is down. So like if they just play a big creature, and I can't stop it. Do I need to crack this right now? Not really. Yeah, I can pass, and then hopefully they play hopefully they play things so I can accomplish plus Forbidden Treasure. And hopefully that draw. So I need to hit a land in top 2 cards so that I can tail the Panya, and then that lets me untap, and that actually does let me do quite a bit of stuff. Oh, okay, I can't stop that. Okay, well that resolves. So now they just get. Oh no, Zirrktide can come down and bounce it. Not that really does much because they can just replay it. I mean, that constrains their mana for a turn. That's probably worth something. But yeah, now they get to resolve Void Portal, and now they're just going to Void Portal every turn, and I can't really deal with that. I guess Antithesis will have to bomb the Void Player even though I really want Void Player. Yeah, I think having Forbidden Treasure in hand is more important, right? No, having Void Player is more important right now because Void Player also counters their Blink spells, is what I do want. And that's like the spell that I most want to counter. So I'm just going to blame myself for keeping a hand that doesn't have any Zirrktide in it, and hoping that it worked out. Culminating Chaos, okay. I mean, I can counter that. If they're going to try to jam Culminating Chaos next turn, I will just be countering that. Anyways, Accomplice, Trigger, Lose Your Mind. Oh, that's actually a pretty good thing to cast right now, except it's not really a good thing to cast, but I kind of have to cast it right now, because otherwise I'm not doing enough. And I bought the Forbidden Treasure, right? Because that, yeah, and then I fetch now, grab Frostfire Geysers, cast Lose Your Mind, which, I mean, this does give me a good chance of just finding a... Do I need a second Antithesis Accomplice? Not really. But I want... Zirrktide still could be useful later on, right? Or is Zirrktide ever going to be useful this game? No, not really. I mean, it could bounce Void Portal. That's really its only function right now. Is it ever possible for me to get Zirrktide into play anytime soon? No, not really. I'm just assuming the Void Portal is just going to stick the entire game, so I'm going to assume that that's a thing now. So then, okay, let's get the other Antithesis Accomplice out. So, draw a land, please. Not great. So this could find me a land, but now, like, I'm shields down. Okay, Seek Prophecy. 1, 2, 3. I need the land, but I also need to counterspell really badly. And just assume I have to pretend that they're not up to anything. They're not doing anything funny right now, and then I mean I could take Wayfarer's Shrine and then Lose Your Mind to draw 2 cards, and then just hope that Void Player hits what it needs to hit. Like these guys aren't actually going to hit anything useful either. Yeah, I think I go with this. So then this finds me Island, and I Lose Your Mind. That gets me the Antithesis loots immediately. Yeah, and that's not useful. Do I keep Monkey Shines in hand, or do I just snap it off now? I think I snap it off now because there's an off chance I draw something useful later on with it, right? Because there's like, yeah, Monkey Shines here, Fire Eraser. Okay, I guess I'm drawing Fire Eraser plus Void Player. Do I need these guys right now? No, they're not really what I want right now, right? Yeah, another Fire Eraser would be nice, but I can't actually cast. I mean, I could just take Fire Eraser and be happy with that outcome. And then Antithesis draws me. I could have Fire Eraser for next turn. Then bin Seek. Then like right now I really want to bin these guys, but I'm not sure if I can afford. Yeah, 1 white player is good enough, I guess. Yeah, I'm not going to have these guys up for next turn, so I should just bin these guys. Okay, well, at least I know I'm bottoming off the Antithesis now. Okay, Portal Fracture, but I can't cast it. Do I have another? Okay, well then I just take Wayfarer's Shrine, right? Yeah. Alright, hopefully Void Flare stops their combo turn. I mean, they only have 4 mana to work with. Quote unquote only. Like that is a lot of mana for them to work with. But like if I can stop their combo turn, then next turn I get to activate Panya, and then that swings for 3 plus 6. 3 plus 6, that's 9. That almost gets them to lethal, sort of. Yeah, okay. Also, I love how like at the end of the turn I have enough mana, or I could be just casting Zirrktide, or have enough stuff in the graveyard to cast Zirrktide. So like if I just drew these cards in a slightly different order, I could have had Zirrktide out and bouncing the Void Portal, which would have certainly helped me a lot. Actually, if I kept Zirrktide in hand, could I have... Yeah, probably. Like, what, I Lose Your Mind pitching Void Flare? Then I would be... Yeah, I'll be able to Zirrktide and then bounce Void Portal, which at least forces them to play out Void Portal again. Because, like, now they just get to find any card in their deck, and I'm not sure if there's... I'm not sure if there's a card that just lets them get a combo line that always wins. So I'm just hoping they don't, I guess. I can't prevent that from happening, so it resolves. Like, if they have a line that ends with blinking, then Void Flare does stop that from happening. Well, they have basically around 4 mana to work with. Conquer Sight. Oh, okay, never mind, this is super easy then. Yeah, Cool. That stopped their combo line code. So now I get to swing for a bunch and then Panya turn. Do I get another? If I sequence stuff correctly, I think I might be able to get loot on the extra turn. If I can top that cantrip here, then no, Antithesis will make me loot end of turn. So yeah, that will actually get me some pretty good looks at just Panya 1 mana thing. That cool. Right, Restad. Does that get me anywhere? I can go Restad Panya turn. Okay, so then that means a bomb portal factor here. Yeah, because Restad Panya turn probably wins me the game. Okay, then I can bomb Wayfair Shrine now. Right, Restad Panya turn. Can I do that? Yeah, I can. Well, drew portal factor anyways, but anyways, play Restad, tail the Panya, whack them for 3, end step, get the Antithesis triggers. Do I care about extra land right now? Not really. I mean, technically, but oh, second Panya. Well, not second Panya is not useful right now. Anyways, do I have lethal here? Yeah, I probably do. So I activate Restad. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. Play this guy. I think that's lethal, but I'm just going to, well, GG. Yeah, GG. All right. Yeah, I think they definitely got a bit too or they went for a really risky play with, or maybe that was their only combo line, but like they had Void Portal out, right? They had basically their entire deck available to them. They definitely could have found a combo line that didn't lose to a single removal, right? Well, anyways, I want to look at the replays. Okay, so anyways, yeah, so they had, where was I? So yeah, this was the turn. They had an island in hand, so they could play out, so they had access to 4 mana, right? Or was that before? Yeah. So they play the island. Okay, so Skagra commented that they probably should have cast Chaos, which yeah, that would work, right? Or they cast Chaos, culminating Chaos to just wipe the board. I mean, they would. Actually, they don't have double red, so they would need to. I mean, they could. So they played me District Alchemist into culminating Chaos, wipe the board to prevent the Panya turn, and also prevent the Antithesis from triggering because my hand wasn't looking that great at that moment. And then they probably like Void Portal one of their other 3 drops for I don't know, Face the Truth or something to set up for next turn or something. And then I'd be forced to play with this hand. Would have had what? Top deck Restad. Okay, so then I would be playing a hand with Void Flare, Portal Factor, Wayfair Shrine, Restad. I mean, I would still wait. That's still a reasonably good hand, right? I play Restad. I activated because my opponent doesn't really have removal, so it's pretty safe to activate. And then I just have Restad activate. Yeah, I have 2 mana up plus Restad discount, so I can hold up Void Flare plus Portal Factor against my opponent. And they like try to jam a 3-drop into this thing, and I counter it, and then the game goes on. But I'm still pretty decent spot, unless so I'm forced to expend all my counter spells on that turn. Restad swings for 1. I mean, I still had good top decks there, but definitely would have been a lot closer. Okay, so game 2, I was misplaying game 2. Okay, so yeah, Face the Truth. They had a land in hand that they wanted to play. It didn't even end up mattering, but so like if I put the End of the Rainbow in one pile and Monkey Shines in the other. No, what I should have done was split the Monkey Shines in 2 piles, put End of the Rainbow in one of the Monkey Shine piles and the lands in the other Monkey Shine pile. Or then like if they tried to go for Veldalkin Reshape, did they have enough? No, they didn't have enough things in the graveyard for Veldalkin Reshaper on that turn. Yeah, so I should have just went for a split of Monkey Shines, Wayfair Shrine in one pile, or no, Monkey Shines plus. Did they already shuffle it back in? Yep. So I should have gone for a split of Monkey Shines plus End of the Rainbow in one pile, and then Monkey Shines plus lands in the other pile. That would have been the correct split. And then okay, so on their big combo turn, I had these 2 counter spells. Yeah. So should I have countered something earlier? What was their big first thing? Okay, Scarlet Mist. Should I have countered that? The answer is no, because I don't actually care about. Yeah, like they didn't have anything important to return, so them returning Face the Truth is fine by me. I've countered this. Okay, actually, yeah, I probably should have. So they didn't have red there. If I countered this guy right now, this would have actually massacred them. The Shattered Unravel. So Unravel Shattered World is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or they only have 5 available, and this costs 7 to coalesce. But yeah, if I countered this guy, they would have been screwed out of red, and then that ends their turn. And then I also get the chance to accomplice afterwards, or You can accomplish or face lose your mind. Actually, yeah, if I counter, I can Cursory Glance this and then lose your mind afterwards, pitching Accomplice or Zirrat. Maybe I probably end up pitching Zirrat actually. And then, yeah, then I get to untap with Restad up. I mean, Restad plus Forbidden Treasure. Although Forbidden Treasure doesn't look that great against their hand. I mean, they're still like pretty bottlenecked on red right now. I mean, after that, they just won, so I don't really know how the game goes if I made that play, but definitely would have been a lot closer because their combo turn would have been delayed by a turn. And possibly like I get Zirrat down, bounce Feldalkin Reshaper so that they can't immediately bullet. So like, I mean, they can still missed it. They didn't actually have that many good things in return. So yeah, bounce Feldalkin Reshaper would have been fine there. Bounce it, and then so that ties up 3 of their mana to make 6 mana. So then they have like 8 mana to work with the turn afterwards, which is still a lot. But it's like kind of split bad. No, they just tap this for mono red, and then they just get to play all the red cards with that. Okay, so the game would still probably be pretty close after that, but not sure how it would have went. But yeah, anyways, 3-0 so far. So I'm guaranteed to top cut. So that's good because that gets me into the octagon for this season. So that means I get the top 8 promo. But yeah,